have a good one.
A rivalry that started as an excuse to get to warmer weather in the winter has spawned decades of competition and tradition, and today, once again, these two will square off to find out who will take home the coveted jeweled shillelagh. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends. Yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He smashes his way through again. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. So the USC Trojans offense will get first crack at it today. These guys played a terrific game a year ago, final Saturday of the regular season. Close through halftime, tied at 14, but the Fighting Irish showed why they were bound for the national championship game and took home the coveted weapon of Gaelic combat in capturing the shillelagh in the second half.
They took the shillelagh. Yeah, it was 14-14 at half. It was a really good football game, and then Notre Dame's defense just takes over. They scored 14 points, 100-yard interception return, 99-yard interception return. This kind of punched their ticket, Jesse, for the college football playoff.
And it was Notre Dame being Notre Dame. You mentioned their defense. They also ran the ball extremely well. Jadarian Price, Jeremiah Love, both had huge games on the ground. So able to control the football, you know, that's going to be a big key for Marcus Freeman's squad in this one with a jeweled shillelagh up for grabs.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Mayava. The sure hands, it's Straka. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Here they're trying to get to the edge. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here.
Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Get a good kick.
Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. So Notre Dame's offense will go to work for the first time today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, are
turning it on! And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Looking to throw on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side.
Give me that.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Oh, no.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. This rivalry nearly 100 years old now, guys, dating back to when Knute Rockne had made the Irish a power and Howard Jones had done the same for the Trojans.
So many names, and then if you go recent, I mean, everybody remembers the Bush push and just so many great games in this matchup. Every year it seems like the game means a lot. And obviously, Palmer, you add a trophy, it just gets way better.
It's like the greatest players to ever do it. I mean, Joe Montana for Notre Dame, Marcus Allen, his Heisman Trophy with the Trojans, and you're right. We could go on and on and on, and it always seems like those guys play their best games in this rivalry classic.
Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be fourth down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Throws for the tight end. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Here come the Irish back on offense. Looking downfield on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
I'm gonna go Bishop. We call him Preacher.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Motion from the back. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Love. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Heaves it deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Notre Dame lining up.
Rain helped on that one too.
First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line.
That'll happen to me on mine.
First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. Running back searching for a hole. On the move at the 30. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Trojans, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and he is well within striking distance of a 1,200-yard rushing season. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down.
Rain's starting to clear up a little bit.
They'll go to the ground. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
And with that run, he goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight, they wanted to force feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good things generally happen, and we've seen that over the course of this game.
Wants to throw. It's Mayava. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There he got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
And the offense continues to run.
Way to go, King. Way to run the ball.
The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And here's the return. And the returner goes down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He'll keep it himself. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. The play action fake. Fires to the right. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Marcus Freeman added another chapter to the year 3 success stories of Notre Dame coaches taking the Irish to the national championship game, and he looks like a cornerstone coach for the future.
It was so impressive what they were able to do, bouncing back from an early season loss against Northern Illinois when everybody counted them out. He's done an outstanding job recruiting. He's got a great coaching staff. This team is built and ready to make another run.
Yeah, he's got superstar written all over. He has the next coach to break that ceiling and win a title. Just recruiting up, belief up, discipline up. Notre Dame looks like a national championship contender.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
We talked to the offensive staff.
Don't help him up. He got down there by
against the
himself.
top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game. That they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far.
I'm the lucky
They've already
Irishman.
now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Let's go. What's wrong with him? Let's go.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He'll try to do it himself. Get every inch you can, but don't take the big hit. Great job by the quarterback. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Give to the running back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockne's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Toss sweep to the left. At midfield, he's got room. Breaks into the open. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Got room to work. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies into the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speedster the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
grabbed in the middle. It's Strachan. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver there on the slant throw. Gets across the defender, makes the nice catch, hauls it in.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 1st and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, USC! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here come the Irish, back on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Going with the ground game left. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, the jeweled shillelagh on the line, and already USC and Notre Dame has given us some impressive moments. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between USC and Notre Dame plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Trojans will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his own 20. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Caught behind the line. It's Love. Reaches into the bag of moves
was a
and
good
finds
move,
his
though.
way up to the 31.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Here's the return. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Oh, he's got some space. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
No.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. They'll try to get outside. Creates a little room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Okay, he okay. He okay.
The Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the ground, it's Jordan. Fighting off the defender. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
And the Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll give it to him again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. Traveler and the entire Trojan nation starting to feel their oats as SC has built a lead in this one.
I'm impressed, too, with the Trojans in this one. They've got a lot of competition in conference week in, week out. You don't get a break when you go out of conference to play Notre Dame, but mentally, they've had a lot left in the tank. They are dominating Notre Dame here, Dave.
And it's so fun to watch year after year. Great uniforms, great football. This matchup, the Jewel Shillelagh, every single year is always fun to watch.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Irish, back on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking to fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
The Irish send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Looking to throw, it's Maava. He's got it on the run. Flying the friendly skies. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
He'll do it himself. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Come down,
He has
Lane.
been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays. And he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
They ran into each other. Yeah, they're not going to show the play.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Might as well stick with him. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. down. He'll try to pick it up through the air. He's going to take off. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one.
Here we go.
Stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Picked off inside the 20.
Come on, big boy.
Snuff out the threat.
Come on, big boy.
Looking for more room. The 40, the 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Trojans. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
We call him Preach.
With that score, it
Call
looks
him
as
Preacher.
if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way.
Preaching.
Offensively, special teams, and
Teaching.
now on defense here in the fourth quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing up and took it all the way to the house.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. UAB is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Roddy White should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to Memphis. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking for space. It's Love. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got him downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves tripped.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
We call him Preacher.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He got it. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Here's the handoff. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. Looking left. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. The Trojans line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Here come the Irish, back on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And here comes the offense on second down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They'll line up for a second down play. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They just stay at
Yeah,
home
this
just in
offense,
case
man,
they try to
it's been
cut
a
it back.
struggle bus. And
Stay at home.
they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Unloads to the right. And they fail to hook up on third down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80.
Turning it on. Past the 20. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Going right to work up top. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him short and will have a big 4th down coming. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. One more play to pad the stats. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. Tommy Trojan rides with a sword on his belt and a jeweled shillelagh at his side after knocking off the Fighting Irish. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
That was a pick 6. Pick 6.